Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Is Devin Haney now considered a paper champion? Now, in some cases, a paper champion can be seen as one whose victory was determined by points decision, as championships are usually expected to be won by knockout or submission. Devin didn't win by decision, he lost. He didn't win by knockout, he lost. And he was able to keep his championship. Now we know there's all kind of craziness going on between Devin and Ryan. Those who believe Ryan is a cheat, they believe he's a cheat. Those who believe Ryan's innocent, they believe he's innocent. But I'm not here to talk about that. My thing is, if you go by all these different definitions of a paper champion, it says that, when it comes to these paper champions, these fighters may not even be worthy of a top 10 rating in their division. They seemingly rise in the rankings for one organization or the other and then find themselves in a position to fight for a world title. Now, Devin is the WBC champion. He did beat Regis. Doesn't matter what happened with Ryan when we're talking about Devin holding on to that title. Because of his situation, right? Devin may be giving up that title. Why would Devin give up that title? That's my question. When you listen to Devin Haney talk right now, and as far as his reasoning for wanting to possibly give up that WBC title, Sandor Martin isn't the driving factor. He could say it's money. That's why I don't want to fight Sandor Martin. That's why I don't really want to deal with my WBC mandatory. He is hoping to go now and float over and make a fight maybe with Teo or with Paro. But that belt that really mattered to him before doesn't seem to matter to him, especially in the way he was able to retain it. It was almost gifted to him. So, Devin Haney really deserved to be seen as, no kidding, a real champion? Or is it just a situation where it was arranged for him to keep his title? And that's the question. Now you take a look at Alberto Puello. Puello was out here, man. He clipped Gary Antoine Russell. So Puello put himself in position at the WBC to be the number one guy, right underneath Sandor Martin. And he's sitting there saying, look, if Haney, who shouldn't be the WBC champion according to Puello don't care what happened between Devin and Ryan Garcia. He's saying to himself and to Devin, get out the effing way if you don't want to fight Sandor Martin. I'll do the job, paper champion. And let Sandor Martin and I fight for that strap. You need to vacate it. Because it sounds like you want to go do something different anyway. But we talk about paper email champions possibly getting themselves in position for world titles. Devin Haney, who just through circumstance has been able to hold on to a belt that many people feel he doesn't deserve to have right now, right? I understand the situation with Ryan. I get it. Those of you who feel Ryan is a cheat, you feel he's a cheat. Those who feel Ryan is innocent, he's a victim, they feel that. Me, I see it both ways. But what I'm getting at is, because Devin was able to hold on to that WBC strap, he, according to some definitions of what a paper email champion is, having that title, he's finding himself in position to fight for another world title by possibly giving up that WBC belt. And he can go the IBF, or he can go the WBO route now. Now, I personally think Devin doesn't have the confidence, man, to mess with Sandor Martin. When you take a look at Sandor Martin, I mean, he's a little taller than Devin. Reach and everything is pretty much similar to Devin. And he can fight. Sandor Martin can fight. That Spaniard gets busy. And with Devin coming off of that beating by the hands of Ryan Garcia, doesn't matter. Again, I'm not here to talk about whether Ryan cheated, this, that, Austria. What we're just talking about is what happened. Doesn't matter if Ryan cheated or not. Doesn't matter. We're not talking about that. What we're talking about is what happened in that ring with Ryan. Devin was severely beaten. For Devin to want to go now and fight a guy like Sandor Martin, Devin's going to have some doubts about himself. It's only natural. And when I think about it that way, I feel a little bit bad for him. I do. I ain't going to lie. Because it's just really unfortunate to see Ryan and Devin and all this shit that's going on. Because now, if you didn't know, Ryan Garcia is suing NutraBio. That's a whole nother conversation. So everybody right now, Devin is trying to sue Ryan because his mental health has been affected. His marketing value has plummeted, right? So Devin's looking to get some cha-ching, ching, Kareem, Wu-Tang, cash rules everything around me. He wants some money from Ryan. NutraBio wants money from Ryan. Ryan's trying to sue the supplement company, saying bullshit. Y'all not gonna come out here now and say that I'm lying. You guys, your shit was tainted, contaminated. And I'm out here looking crazy, so I'm suing you now. So now you got Ryan Garcia. He seemed to have accepted guilt by saying, okay, I'll take the 1 year ban, but I'm not gonna sit here with my legs crossed. No, I'm gonna fight y'all because I'm innocent. He going the Conor Ben route now. The only difference is Conor Ben was like, I ain't signing and agreeing to shit. Conor Ben was like, I don't know nothing. I ain't see nothing. I ain't hear nothing. I ain't smell nothing. I have no idea about anything with no pets. Conor Ben is going down swinging. It's been 2 years and he's still out here giving them the business and pushing back. Ryan Garcia, he played it smart, in my opinion. Accept the punishment, deal with that. And in the interim, while I'm waiting to get back in the ring, I'm going to sit here now, and my name means everything to me, and I'm going to fight. But the bottom line is, this shit about Ryan Garcia and stuff being in the system, it was in the system. And there's a reason it got there, and so far Ryan hasn't been able to fully exonerate himself, right, from them allegations. Right now, it's looking like Ryan Garcia. We already know someone in the system, but it's looking like he did something, tried to cover it up, and just got caught. But back on Devin Haney. What does he do now, people? Because I tell you what, everybody is pushing to get their hands on Devin. And they should. It's boxing. You should be going after Devin and trying to get a fight with him. But Devin Haney may just be going for big fights now and big money. Not really worried about legacy anymore. I know everything with Devin before was legacy. Undisputed in the second weight division, legacy. Shit done been a change to the change, right? And, I kind of don't blame him. But I tell you what, if Devin's going to lose to somebody, I'm sure this is a conversation that they're having. Y'all can say I'm wrong, right? It's just my opinion. If you're going to lose to someone, Devin, lose to Paro, who just beat Matias, who was seen as the boogeyman. Won't be seen so bad if you lose to Paro. Lose to Teofimo, who's supposed to be seen right now as the man at 140, the ring magazine champion, the lineal, the big dog at 140, the man who beat the man. Lose to one of those two. But don't come out here and lose to Sandor Martin, who nobody really knows anything about. Except diehard boxing fans who know Sandor Martin retired Mikey Garcia. And Sandor Martin, many people really believe he deserved to win against Teofimo. Don't lose to that guy. So when you put it all out on the table, hold on to that WBC strap. That's what I said. Him being allowed to keep that WBC strap is a blessing and a curse. Because now The blessing is, shit, he can drop it, but he can go on and face someone else. Other opportunities have been created as a result of him being a WBC champion. If he chooses to drop the belt, he has 2 big fights waiting for him, Tio or Paro. But the curse is he's got that WBC strap. So Bob Arum won the purse bid for next to nothing, and he has to fight someone who will probably beat him. So he got to figure it out. But I haven't heard anyone, even the Devin Haney fans, I don't hear anyone saying, yeah, good job, Devin. He's back. He's going to come out here now, and we have all the confidence in the world. Devin's going to clean up 140. They ain't talking that shit no more. That conversation, that ship has sailed. Nobody's talking that anymore. And there's a reason why they're not talking that. Because even the diehard Haney fans know that shit that happened with him and Ryan Garcia, that should have had to affect him. Physically and mentally. Spiritually, emotionally. That when you get beat like that shit takes a pound of flesh out of you. But we just got to wait and see. But if Devin's going to lose, especially what people are calling him the new paper champion because of how he was able to retain his belt, right? He didn't really earn it. He didn't really get in there and do the business against his opponent. No matter how you slice and dice it. To many fans now, that's how they're describing Devin Haney as a paper champion. So, if you ask me what I think the whole situation is unfortunate, man. And I don't, with Ryan Garcia, I don't feel bad for him. I don't. He has an obligation, right, to prove his innocence. And so far, with the things he's done, I don't think he's done that good of a job. And I understand people are saying, well, look at the level of what was in his system. Everybody has an opinion. But it doesn't matter at the level of what was in his system. Because you got the guys who are out there who have those brilliant minds who break that shit down and explain to you how come he only has such small levels. Right? Then you got those guys on the opposite side of the argument who can come out here and intelligently explain to you how he has those small amounts of the shit in the system. One person says microdosing masking agents. Other people say it was contamination. I mean, you can sit there, man. People argue till they're blue in the face. I'm not doing that. What I'm telling you is Devin Haney is now seen as a paper champion. Devin Haney now has an uphill battle. And he's really got to dig deep within, find the strength within himself and people around him to get him the confidence that he once had. Because I'm telling you, his shit's affected. It is. He's on Twitter going crazy. He's going crazy. He could dance and act the fool in bowling alleys. He can do all that. I see through that shit. Remember, I don't know about much people's backgrounds, these content creators. But I can tell you about my background. And I've been around a lot of people. I've dealt with a lot of people. Who have done wrong shit and tried to cover it up, people who've been through investigations, people who've been hurt, people who've been stressed out, had personal issues. I've dealt with people with mental health struggle. 25 years of that shit. I'm telling you, I can look at a person and know when it's all a show. And with Devin Haney, I'm telling you, that shit he's doing is he's fronting. He really has real issues going on with him in his personal life, trying to get back to being what I'm gonna call Big Alpha. Because he ain't that guy no more. Because his mind is gone. Because he even told y'all, I'd never been beat like that. I've never been dominated like that. You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't understand why. And now he feels, okay, that's why. But deep down, Devin knows. He knows that maybe even without that shit that was in Ryan's system, and Devin knows that the level of what was in his system. But the bottom line is Devin knows that maybe Ryan Garcia just has his number. And he knows even if Ryan Garcia, and it was the supplements that really helped Ryan, if it was the Ostarine and shit, Devin knows going into his next fight, he got to be careful fighting somebody who's as big as him, the reach that he has, similar reach to what he has, the speed, equal speed, or a little bit more, and more power than him. He knows that. That's why when you look at most of his opponents, almost all his opponents, Devin was always bigger than him. More reach, more speed, power-wise, probably about the same. But he's always had most of the advantages. So believe you me, Sandor Martin, he could be back in a situation like Ryan Garcia. Teofimo and Paro, a little bit different. A little bit more skill there, athleticism, but they ain't bigger than Devin. But we just got to wait and see what he does, right? Devin Haney now a paper champion. You know, I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm not telling you I disagree with it. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, we'll see what the future holds for Devin. He may drop that WBC belt, y'all. And we know why. Keep cool, I'm in the breeze.